We're going to make a DC motor, and here's what you need. You need a battery, a couple of paper clips, a magnet, some magnet wire, which is a very thin insulated wire. The insulation is so thin it's like a coating of nail polish on it. It is so thin you can't use wire strippers to take it off. We're going to use sandpaper for that, which is right here, and also a fat rubber band. Okay, the first thing to do is to stretch this coil of wire out in a very long line. So very carefully uncoil it and stretch it out as far as you can across the room so it doesn't get tangled when you work with it. You don't really want any kinks at all in the wire, so go ahead and just stretch your wire out into a long length. And you're going to take one end of the wire. See, my end of the wire is kind of crinkly here, so I'm just going to take my scissors and snip off the end so it's nice and smooth. I'm going to take my battery and I'm going to leave a little bit extended, probably about 2 inches. And I'm going to wrap my magnet wire around the battery. Now the battery is just holding a circular, it's just a shape. It's holding the coil into a circular shape. I'm going to be really careful not to have any kinks in my wire as I wrap it around. And about 15 or so times is good enough. That's probably good for me, and I'm going to snip it off. And I'm going to slide it right off of the battery. Okay, now be careful to not let go. If you do, this whole assembly here will just spring apart, and you want to keep it nice and tight together. What you're going to do now is you're going to wrap the wire around a few times to secure each side. So I have one wire wrapped here, and you see a very small bit of the wire coming out here. And exact opposite, 180 degrees apart, I'm going to do the same with the other wire. And just give it a few turns. So it's just like that. This is now called your rotor. And the rotor needs a little bit more work done on it before we can finish, and you're going to need some sandpaper for that. So I've got my bit of sandpaper, and here's what we're going to do. You see these little arms, these little ears that come off the end of the rotor? There's one on each side. And I'm going to sand all the insulation off completely up to the rotor part here as much as I can. And I'm going to only sand 1/2 of this. And let me show you what I mean. Go ahead and put it down on your workspace and simply sand the entire length. And when you're done, flip it over. So you're going to sand both sides of this one little ear. Okay? And when you're pretty confident that you've got that sanded, let's turn it around. So now let's work on the other ear. This is probably the most important part of the whole project. You're only going to sand one side, meaning that I'm going to sand here, but I'm not going to sand on the other side. This is the secret to making this motor work. Okay, so just to reiterate, I sanded once here and once here. Flip it over. I only sand once here. I do not sand this other side of this ear. Very important for the functionality here. I'm going to trim the ears so they're both the same, and I'm going to spin it in my hands. It's a little lopsided, so I'm just going to play with the geometry. I'm just going to play with the shape a little bit until I can spin it and it spins rather freely. Okay? This is a rotor. You can remember the rotor name because it rotates. Okay? Now let's work on the battery part. So I'm going to put that aside. Okay. So you're going to need your battery and those funny looking paper clips. If you don't have these, or you're doing this project again but you don't have the paper clips, just a regular paper clip will work fine. You do have to bend it into that funny shape though. So to do that, you're going to open up your paper clip so it now looks like this. So it used to look like that. And we're just going to separate, open it up just like that. I'm going to take the ends here and do the same thing one more time. So, I'm going to open it up. Now it looks like this. I'm going to take this and open it up. So now I've got two very funny shapes. The idea is that these loops here on the end are the loops that are going to hold the rotor. So I'm going to now put it on my battery, and the battery plus side has that bump, so I'm just going to stretch this paper clip around until it fits kind of snug on my battery. See, I can just fit it right on the bump side. Okay, so I'm going to put that down for a minute because now I need my rubber band. Put a finger here so you don't shoot this off in the distance. And wrap the rubber band twice the hard way. You're going to insert one of your funny paper clips into the negative terminal, one side into the positive terminal. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, now we're going to attach the magnet. Some magnets will actually stick if the outside here is metal. This one, it looks like, isn't sticking. So I'm going to use a separate rubber band. Around a few times, and I'm just going to slip my magnet under there. And the last step is to put the rotor into the loops of the paper clip. The idea is that you want the rotor as close as possible to the magnet without actually touching it. And you can see the motor spins. This is one of the toughest projects in the entire science experiment manual. If you're finding that it's not working for you, chances are you didn't sand enough of the insulation off of one of the ears. If you happen to sand all the insulation off both ears, this will not work. Half of the insulation must be left on one of the ears. Another problem is your spacing between the rotor and the magnet isn't far enough. You can kind of see here on the side. The other problem is with batteries that are like this. You see how there's a black spot here and this is the positive terminal. So the positive terminal is metal, but the black is actually plastic. If you happen to be using one of these, and the negative is all metal, so you're going to have to adjust it so your connection, the paper clip connecting to the positive terminal, is actually touching the little button itself, not just the black part. Again, because the plastic won't conduct electricity. So that's something to keep in mind also. The chances are, if it's not working, those are the top reasons. One other reason that can occur is that the rotor isn't shaped in a way that it wants to turn. If it's egg-shaped or it's just off balance, it may have a tough time turning. Anyway, give that project a try and have a lot of fun.